the New York City Marathon. This is a review and a recap of my experience. And I'll give you some tips and tricks and whether I think you should do it or not, whether I'll do it again. I registered for this race before COVID, and I deferred 3 times. I had some other things coming up, had some Ironmans, and ended up going this year. Head up on Friday for a Sunday race. The city's just super alive. Went to the expo on Friday afternoon, which is just a madhouse. They didn't have my shirt, like your participant shirt. Didn't have my size, which that was I was a little bummed about that. So I got a medium one and gave it to my son. There was thousands of people at this expo. A little much. We got out of there and went on and had a couple of days in New York, Broadway shows and dinners and all that stuff. In terms of the actual race, I stayed in Midtown. I stayed on 57th, so I opted for the Staten Island ferry. I was in wave 4. I had a predicted finish time of 4:15, I think. So that was wave 4. I was in the pink corral. So I woke up. I got to the boat a little early. I just took the R train all the way downtown to Whitehall Station or whatever it was, and got right on the boat. It was super efficient. I think I waited for 10 minutes there. Had a seat on the boat. It was about a 15-20 minute boat ride. We got off and then right onto a bus, which was also very efficient. I heard last year it was not. This year it was. They had like kind of TSA, back and forth barriers, and so it went really well. So I got to the village 2.5 hours early before my start time, which was at 10:55 maybe. All right, so I got there early. I found a seat. It was a little chilly. I had an inflatable pillow for my butt. I had on some clothes I was going to throw away, so I had on a jacket. I didn't have any pants. I had shorts, but I didn't have long pants. It wasn't that cold. It was probably 45 to 50. And then by the time it was race time, it had warmed up a little bit to about 55-ish, maybe 56. So I was very comfortable. I didn't need gloves or a hat or anything like that. So anyway, about 20 minutes prior to your start, they kind of come over a speaker system and say, all right, wave 4 up. And we all get up and kind of shuffle up to our starting corrals. And then they kind of herd us under the bridge to the starting line, and they hit the gun, and it's on. And the first mile is up. It's up I think it's the Verrazano Bridge, and we were on the bottom level of it. It's a 2-level bridge, so the pink wave was on the bottom, and if you've ran the Cooper River Bridge run, that's similar to that in Charleston. So I had a 9 flat mile going up that, which is probably too fast for me. And then at the 1 mile mark, it goes down another mile. So I ran like a 8:32 mile, and then I settled into my 9:15-ish pace, and I had some 8:50s and I had some 9:30s, and so I was doing great. And y'all, when you hear like crowd participation, there will never be another race in the history of man that has a crowd like this. I am talking, the roads are lined with mobs of people, and I mean literally 1 million people. At one point it was as far as the eye could see, and they're like 10 deep on either side of the road. I mean, if there was an award for giving high fives, especially to kids, it was me, because I was just hyped. And you're running, and the next thing you know, I'm at mile 13, and I go, okay, like nice, 2:03. So I'm on pace for a 4:10 marathon. Now, this was my first open marathon, okay? I've done 4 Ironmans, which has a marathon in it, but this is my first standalone marathon. Anyway, so crowds, and then you hit Williamsburg, Brooklyn, which is a Hasidic Jewish community, and the crowds just stop for a couple of miles, and it's kind of like, so that is a good time where you might want to have music in your ear. I did have music the whole way. I took it in and out as the crowds dictated. There's 3 bridges on the second half of that race that are difficult, and it got the better of me. I had a fantastic race up until like 16, 17, 18, and then I started started creeping in on me, and I didn't run enough. I was not running 40 miles a week, 50 miles a week. I was running about 30. I just came off an Ironman. Now, I'm in shape, but marathon shape to me and my coach probably means about 50 miles a week for 10 weeks. If you really want to do the marathon the right way, it's just a long way. It's a lot to ask for a human body. But anyway, so I see my time starting to slip, and I've had that feeling before of a blow-up's coming, right? So I just slowed it down and managed it, and kind of got some energy from the crowd and just slowed it down. And I was running like 10:30, 11-minute miles, and finished the New York Marathon in 4 hours and 24 minutes, which I know is not a great marathon time. For me, it was a PR, and I think more importantly, I had a good time. You know what? That's actually not true. Well, it is for the most part. I did not enjoy the last miles. They were very difficult. Those bridges were just no fun. So, but I managed it. I finished. My tracker fell off, and so my whole family was worried about me and the tracker. But I did finish. Got the medal to prove it. That's what it looks like this year, and that's it. So, should you do the New York City Marathon? Yeah, you should. It's nice. It's fun, especially if you like New York City. Will I do it again? Probably not. I think I would opt for a flatter course, maybe Kiowa Island. I don't really care about running the marathon majors. Like, I'm not trying to do anything special. I think a flatter course would probably suit me better. And I need one that I can have more run-specific training, not triathlon training. So, go run the New York City Marathon. Great experience, and good luck. See ya.